Hey, XRP family, how are you today? Let's start right away. There are a lot of people who want to know why XRP is down right now. What's going on? Where do we want to go? I'll explain everything to you and tell you what I think the price of XRP will be at the end of November and the end of 2025. You don't want to miss this because the charts show some very important signs, and the bigger picture is much more bullish than most people think. This isn't advice about money. Just to remind you, I've put together something completely game-changing that you can use right away to speed up your path to real wealth. The complete guide to becoming a millionaire investor. Look for 100 stocks. There are documents, pictures, film walkthroughs, and a lot more in this package. This is the kind of thing you'll want to do over and over because it could change the way you spend forever. It's pinned in the first comment below this video, and trust me, it's meant to be impossible to refuse. When you click, you'll understand. Right below that is my Moomoo link, which will let you get up to $1,000 worth of free NVDA stock with just a $100 payment. Don't miss that because the awards will end soon. Also, guys, this is old news. We have talked about this. XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Stellar have all been going up in value. In the past 30 days, Ethereum has gone up 70%. This coin has gone up more than 100% in the past 20 days. In the past month, XRP has gone up 65%. When moves like these happen, you have to take the gains. You can't expect a chart to keep going up and up without ever going down. The market doesn't work that way. At the moment, we're all experiencing a short-term slowdown. Today, Ethereum is down 2.6%, Cardano is down 6%, Dogecoin is down 7%, Stellar is down 5%, Chainlink is down 5%, Hedera is down 7%, and Toncoin is down 8.6% for the day. With a few exceptions, today's mostly a sea of red. But here's the important thing. These aren't terrible crashes. These are just normal drops in the middle of an upward trend. Don't forget that the market value of all cryptocurrencies is still $3.88 trillion. That's really big. The market as a whole is only down 1.4% today. Not a negative sign. Normal fluctuation is what it is. What's making this happen? Mostly about making money. That's the important one. Regulatory news has also caused some short-term stress in the market. Things like drafts of a new Senate crypto bill while they are being discussed. Some altcoin leverage has also been flushed out, mainly in ETH and XRP futures, where high amounts of open interest have made the market less stable. Still, this is not bad news. The market is just doing what it normally does. This is where point of view is important, because the picture is still very strong when you zoom out. XRP has shown that it can go up by 63% in 20 days and 65% in 1 month, 70% in 30 days for Ethereum. Great, you'll be 100% in 20 days. That means a lot of people want to buy in this market, and this drop is just the market taking a break. But let's get even farther away. My guess about how much XRP will be worth by the end of this year hasn't changed. I'm sure that $10 will be the lowest price we see, and it's possible that XRP will trade for $20 or more by the end of the year based on how strong the market is. Don't forget that XRP doesn't move by itself. Along with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the other big ones, it rides. More XRP is pumped when those happen. I told you not to worry when you see a 5 to 6% red day, and this is its reason. This is what crypto is like, a wild ride. It can also help you if you know how to use it. Now let's talk about the bigger picture. This is where things really get interesting for XRP. The short term is over, but what about the end of 2025? Where does it all go after the daily noise of the red and green lights is over? XRP isn't just another currency that rides the wave of fame. What makes it unique is how it can be used in the real world. Ripple has already built a global payment system, while most cryptocurrencies are still trying to show that they are useful. RippleNet is being used by banks, other financial companies, and even governments to move money more quickly, cheaply, and effectively than the old SWIFT system. That's not just a guess. That's going on right now. This is important because XRP isn't just an investment. The fuel is what makes this whole machine work. More people want to use Ripple, which means more people want XRP. This is because price is set by desire. Let's connect this to the year 2025. Adoption by institutions is speeding up. Big names like BlackRock, Fidelity, and others are investing more in crypto. Even though Bitcoin and Ethereum are likely the first two that come to mind, institutions don't just stop at those two when they want to spread. They move up to the next level of useful goods in the real world. XRP is at the very top of that list. Ripple has set itself up as the bridge currency for global payments. With a global payments market worth $155 trillion, even a small share of that market creates huge demand for XRP. Let's do some quick math. If Ripple handles just 5% of that $155 trillion a year through XRP liquidity lanes, that's a huge amount of transactions. That's not simple theory, that's desire for utility. And here's one more thing. Corridors of liquidity. In Asia, the Middle East, Africa, and Latin America, Ripple is building more channels. There are a lot of these areas. Cross-border payments are slow and cost a lot in these areas with a lot of growth. XRP provides a quick fix. There is less supply on platforms when more corridors are open. This means that more XRP is used when more corridors are open. And when demand goes up and supply goes down, the price goes up. Now that I think about 2025, I see a very clear picture. Most of the time, Bitcoin splitting starts big bull runs. Now we move on to the next step of institutional acceptance. Slowly but surely, regulations are becoming clearer and XRP's usefulness is being recognized around the world. When you put these things together, XRP at $20 or more is not only possible, it's also a safe bet. This is not a dream. Supply and demand, along with adoption rates, explain it all. Don't forget that there are only 100 billion XRP tokens in circulation, and most of them have already been locked up or given away. As soon as big companies start using XRP, the amount that regular people can buy drops by a huge amount. In this way, you can make spiral moves. One last thing I want to talk about is how markets work psychologically. When XRP goes above $10, news stories will be full of it. The mainstream media will talk about it. Retail FOMO will go through the roof. That's when the speed of price increase will really start to pick up. It's harder to do the first 2x or 3x. After that, things start moving faster. Go look at the facts. During every bull market, there are times when price changes of 10x or even 20x shock everyone. It was done by Ethereum, Solana, and Cardano. For years, XRP has been building up real-world use cases and solidifying. It is now ready for its big moment. Also, don't forget that Ripple's ongoing fights with officials have been a pain in the past, but are now making things clearer. XRP gets stronger every time it gets through regulatory review. Investors think it has been through a lot. That will be much clearer by 2025 than it is now. And institutions need clarity in order to give out big amounts of money. Let's look at this in a bigger picture. Let's say you bought XRP today for $3.30, and it goes up to $20 by the end of 2024. That's a return of 6 times. Think about $50 by the end of 2025. That's a 15x return. In less than 2 years, that $10,000 job has grown into $150,000. And the upside is mind-boggling if the liquidity supercycle ends and XRP goes up into the triple digits. This is why I always tell you that pullbacks like today are chances, not threats. At the bottom, the market doesn't make a sound. Before the next leg goes up, it shakes out weak hands. Don't give up and remember the bigger picture. You'll be glad you did in 2025. Let's focus on something important for a moment. Link between Bitcoin and Ethereum. In the past, when Bitcoin did something big, other cryptocurrencies did too. But the numbers don't add up to 100%. First Bitcoin moves, then Ethereum, and finally the altcoin market speeds up. XRP isn't just another cryptocurrency. It has been around for a long time, has one of the biggest communities, and has good institutional links. In other words, XRP tends to move faster and farther than most altcoins when altcoin season starts. We've known for a few weeks that XRP is ready, so don't wait any longer. It went up 65% in a month while the market was going up. The coin in that hand is not weak, it's leadership. Let's talk about something that not many people bring up, liquidity hubs for XRP. These are being rolled out by Ripple to help businesses easily get cash. That's an extra level of usage that makes things more necessary in the real world. It's not hype. While small investors fight about short-term drops, infrastructure is being built in the background. The price will have gone through the roof by the time most people understand what's going on. When we talk about infrastructure, Ripple's work with central banks on central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs, is another important but less obvious factor. Tokenized currencies are being tried out by a lot of central banks, and Ripple is often there. It's a huge sign of how important XRP is to the world's banking system if even a few CBDCs use Ripple's technology. That's the point. It looks like 2025 will be a great year for XRP with clear rules, widespread use by institutions, liquidity lanes, CBDCs, and halving cycles all happening at the same time. So I'm sure that my prediction of 20 to 50 XRP by 2025 will come true. If we hit that liquidity supercycle moment, the price could go even higher. Let's connect this to what we did today. On the one-day trend, XRP is down 5.7%. In fact, it did break a support line. When you zoom out, though, the chart is still very strong. 65% more than a month ago. It's up 63% in 20 days. That is speed. That's toughness. And a red day doesn't change that. It makes the next break possible. That's why I always tell people to look farther ahead. If you only think about the next 24 hours, you'll miss the chances to get rich that happen over months and years. That's the way. There's your chance. So the smartest buyers don't need to worry about the red candles today. They are getting ready for the future. Here's what you do if you want to get better at trading. You can get the Ultimate Millionaire Investor Guide, find 100x stocks in the comment that is saved. If you're serious, you have to do this. It's full of papers, pictures, video breakdowns, and strong strategies that will help you see chances that most people miss. And this is the kind of information that can change the way you spend for good.